So once again, good morning, dear student. As you come to know that in this month we have our first PT1 exam. So already you know that we finished 3 chapters, but the syllabus for your exam is chapter first and second. Means there will be the 2 chapters coming in your exam. Okay. So chapter first and chapter second. So now today we have about the revision class. Okay, I hope you finished you all everybody your work. Yes, so that's good. So now once again we revise our first chapter for water for the PT first. So first chapter that is about water growing plant, means how the plants grow. So as you know that the plants can be grow from the seeds. Mostly generally the plants grow from the seeds, but other than some parts of a plant that also play a very important role in the growing of plants. So plants can also grow from a stem, leaves and a root. So first thing, how the plant is important. Plant is important for us because it provide water, it fulfill our the basic need of food, and it also utilize it is also useful in our daily life for making many things. Okay, so now first we are discussing about that water the growing plants. So growing plants from the seed. So generally you see that the plant grow from the what? From the seed. Means seed is a part of a plant which the main part for water for the growing of a plant. So this seed have 4 different part. Okay, that already we discussed that seed have the 4 different parts. The outer covering that is called a seed coat, cotyledons, seed hole, and what? That embryo. These are the 4 different parts of water seeds, and healthy seeds only can be germinate. So next how the seeds is grow. So seeds can be grow or seed grow by the process of germination, by the process of germination. So what is germination? Germination means the process of growing seeds into plant. Means in simple we can say that seeds grow into plant. It's known as water germination. And what are the necessary things for the germination? Means obviously we know that some necessary things or some requirement for the germination of a seed. Means seeds need some element for water for the germination. So seed needed water, seed need air, water and sunlight. These 3 things are necessary for the germination. So germination means what? The germination means it's a process of growing of seeds or development, or you can say the seed develop into baby plant is known as what? Germination. And the requirement of germination is what? Sunlight, air and water. So this baby plant, that baby plant is also, so that seed is grow into water seedling. Seedling means water baby plant. Small plant, small plant after the germination. After the germination, so you see the small leaves arises from the that seed. So that small plant is called what? A baby plant, or you can say that is a seedling. Now next, so in this way means that seed develop into new plant, and slowly that plant grow up and it became a water tree. So there are the many necessary requirement for the plant for the different type of nutrients, sunlight, water, air. These all things are necessary for the growth and the development of a plant. Now next we have discussed what is seed dispersal. So generally you observe that after when this baby plant developed and it forms a bigger tree, it changes or it take the shape of what a big tree. So it forms water, it forms fruits, and from the fruits what we get it gives rise to water seeds. It gives rise to water seeds. So that seeds what generally they are not uh, you can say that that seeds spread in a long way, है ना? That seeds spread or scattered in a far places. So that process means that seeds scatter from a original place to the different places. This process is called the dispersal of a seed. So dispersal of seed means what? A scattering of seed. Scattering of a seeds. Scattering of a seeds is known as what? Is known as a scattering of seeds. Suppose that one एक plant है ना, उस plant पे बहुत सारे seed आ गए और उस plant that plant is known as what? A mother plant. And from that mother plant, if the seeds are scattering or spreading in all the area nearby that plant, so that process is called what? Dispersal of seed. Means how that seeds go from one place to another places. Means how that seed reach to that another places. How it transfer from one place to another places. So there are the many agents. Means there are the many ways by which that seeds originally that seeds reach to different places. It may be taken by the human being, it may be taken by the animals, some insect, some birds, water flow, air flow, water current, air current. These all are the agents of a dispersal of a seed. So what are the different agents? Agent means what? How? Means how the seeds are scattering or how the seed is transferred from one place to another places. Means what are the carrier? Means who carry the seeds from one place to another place. It means seeds को एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पर कौन पहुंचा रहा है. तो seeds जो है, this seeds can be dispersed by the many way. So agents of a seed dispersal. So this all things, all the carrier is known as what? Agents of a seed dispersal. So first by air current or by the wind, by water, by animals or birds, and also through the human being. Okay, so these are all the water agents or the way by which the seeds can be transferred from one place to another place, or a seed can reach from one place to another places. Means by the air current or water current, means the tree that grow nearby the coastal plain area, so they have the water floating seeds, so that floating seeds easily floaten away with the water current. Or wind, sometime by the water, sometime air. For example, the seeds of a dandelion, it's become very light in weight and it have the wing like structures, so that can easily carry away or blown away by the wind or air current. By the animals, means some seeds have the hook, so that can be stick to their body and it can be transferred to the somewhere else or some different places. Birds also play, or human being also play very important role or crucial role in the transferring or carrying the seeds from one place to another places. Now next, so this is okay. I think you understand. Okay, dispersal by air or wind, dispersal by water, dispersal by the birds and human being, and one more thing, by explosion or a bursting. For example, pea plant and a poppy plant. So after bursting, the seeds of a pea plant and a poppy plant are scattered in a far away area. So that is another method for what? For the dispersal of a seed. Okay, so this all about what? The essence of dispersal of seed, means seeds can be dispersed by this all method. Okay, shall I write it? Okay. Yes, so now next we are discussing that the growing plants from the stem. So first one, what we discussed that the plants can be grown from water, from the seeds, and we discuss about water structure of a seed. Means seed has a different water, 4 different parts, that cotyledons, seed leaves, and seed hole, and seed coat, and embryo. These all the different 4 parts, and the main process which play very important role or that is necessary, means that is the beginning of a growing of plant. That process is called what? Germination, means how the plant is grown. So that germination process means that is the beginning of what? The of this the initial stage of what? Life of a plant, means the seed can be grown into the baby plant. Now next means other than the seeds, the stem, root, leaves, and the spores, these are also the another factor or another other part of a plant which can be you can say that develop into new plant. Means by this part of a plant we can form a new प्लांट, मीन्स इन पार्ट से भी, स्टेम से भी, रूट से भी, आप लीव से या स्पोर से भी एक नया पौधा बना सकते हैं, प्लांट्स डेवलप कर सकते हैं. इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी दैट ओनली द सीड्स आर व्हाट नेसेसरी फॉर ग्रोइंग प्लांट्स. मीन्स ऐसा नहीं है कि आप ना सिर्फ सीड्स से ही आप नया पौधा ना प्रिपेयर हो सकता है या सीड से ही एक नया पौधा डेवलप हो सकता है. सीड्स के अलावा भी दूसरे पार्ट से भी अपन डेवलप कर सकते हैं. सो फॉर एग्जांपल फर्स्ट वन फ्रॉम द सीड्स एंड नेक्स्ट वन ग्रोइंग प्लांट्स फ्रॉम अ स्टेम. सो सम एग्जांपल लाइक रोज, मनी प्लांट्स, hibiscus, potato, onion, ginger. So this three all, this hibiscus means which is known as what? China rose. So rose, money plants, and hibiscus they can be developed into new plants by stem cutting. Simply if we cut one stem of a rose or money plants and put it into the what we can say in a soil, so it can be developed into new plant. That is called what? The growing plants through the stem. Now like potato, onion, and gingers, this have what? So like this potato, these are the small birds, you know. हाँ, मैनी टाइम आपने ना अपने घर में देखा होगा कि जो पोटैटो आलू होता है उसके ऊपर ना वाइट कलर के, ब्राउन कलर के या लाइट येलो कलर के बर्ड्स होते हैं, स्मॉल बर्ड्स. दैट इज कॉल्ड आई. सो फ्रॉम दिस इफ वी कट डाउन स्मॉल पोर्शन फ्रॉम हियर, यानी छोटा सा एक स्मॉल पोर्शन आप ना आई से काट के मिट्टी में डाल दोगे तो दैट कैन बी डेवलप इनटू न्यू प्लांट. इसी तरह से ना ओनियन के भी बर्ड को काट के अपना मिट्टी में डाल देंगे तो वो नया प्लांट बन जाएगा ओनियन का. जिंजर का भी, जिंजर के आई जो होती है तो आई वाले पोर्शंस को यदि आप काट के मिट्टी में डाल देंगे तो वो क्या होगा, उससे भी एक नया प्लांट पौधा बन जाएगा. नाउ नेक्स्ट द ग्रोइंग प्लांट्स फ्रॉम द रूट. मीन्स रूट ऑल्सो play important role in the development of a plant. Means from the root we can also form one a new plant. For example sweet potato है ना, शकरकंद जिसको आप कहते हैं, sweet potato है, carrot है, radish है, turnip है. This all plants can be grow into water by the root. Means these are the what? Underground root. This all part of this all are the example of water underground root. ये जितने भी फ्रूट्स आपको दिख रहे हैं ये सब क्या है? अंडरग्राउंड रूट है. तो इससे भी, इस रूट से, थ्रू दिस रूट वी कैन डेवलप अ न्यू प्लांट. फॉर एग्जांपल कैरेट ना, लाइक दिस कैरेट So if this portion मीन्स ऊपर वाले पोर्शन टॉप वाले पोर्शन को आपको है ना हम काट के if we placed it into the water with the help of a toothpick, so within the 1 week it developed into the new carrot plant, है ना. It develops the small leaves from here and it forms what the new plant. So we can say that the new plant can also arises or also developed from water, from the root, means from the root we can also develop the new plant. Now next one, from the leaves, means the leaves of the bryophyllum. For example, bryophyllum is a one type of plant which can be grow by the leaves, means certain that leaves from the bryophyllum that after siding it fall down into the what, on the ground, and by getting some moistures and sunlight and this favorable condition, it developed into what, a new plant like this. This is the water leaves of bryophyllum. So by getting this water favorable condition, means उसको जब favorable condition मिलेगी तब क्या होगा, it can be grow into the new plant. यहाँ से ना उस लीव से नए प्लांट डेवलप होना स्टार्ट हो जाएगा. Now the plant also can develop through what, spores. Plant can also grow from spores. Spores means small grains, like small particles, grains like fern, like fungi, mushrooms, and bread mold. Have you observed this the slimy layer, white color layer on the bread? So that is what? That is the bread mold. वो क्या है, एक fungi है, and that fungi is developed by water, by the spores. Spores यानी छोटे छोटे कण होते हैं इस टाइप के ना, just like this, small. So when these spores get the favorable condition, then what, it develop into the new plant. Okay, so these are the other method other than the seed by which we can develop the new plant. Means new plant can be developed from the stem, from the root, from the leaves, and from the spores. Okay, now next we discuss about what, agriculture. Okay, so shall I rub this one? So now next our topic is what, agriculture. So agriculture means what, is a practice of growing plants on a large scale for water, for the requirement or for the fulfilled of a requirement of food and other product. Okay, means for our requirement. So we grow water, the plants on the large scale. Suppose that if you visit to your farmhouse, okay, and you see there the same kind of a plant. So that same kind of a plant is what, crop, and that practice of growing that plant is called what, agriculture. So agriculture means the practice of growing plants on a large scale. Means how we can grow that plant. So that practice of growing a plant on that large scale or on a large area is called what, is called agriculture. Now next what we are growing here, we are growing plants, or that all the same kind of plant. Means we see in a field all the plants are the same type, all the wheat plants, all the mustard plants, all the gram, all the peas. So this all same kind of the plants grow in a large area, that is called what, crop. So crop means एक जैसे पौधे जो अपन ना अपने फील्ड में अपने खेतों में उगाते हैं, तो वो क्या है, that is called a crop. So crops, how can we define? The similar or the same kind of plants grow on a large scale is called a crop. Now crop can be divided or classified or categorized into two forms or two different. First one, that is kharif crop. Okay, and this is on the basis of water, on the basis of a season, because in a different type of different season that is suitable for different type of water crop. ओके, ना सभी क्रॉप में हम सभी सीजन में यानी या किसी पर्टिकुलर सीजन में एक जैसी क्रॉप को अपन नहीं उगा सकते. ओके, So first the kharif crops. Kharif crops means the crops like rice and the maize. This rice and maize, these are the example of a kharif crop. And kharif crop generally this is also known as a summer crops. Why it is called summer crop? Because the suitable season for growing this crop is summer, means in the between the June to October, means from the time of growing or planting this crop is June month, and it should be harvested at the end of October. So this is the time period of what for a kharif crop. That is why it is called what a summer crop or a summer season crop. Now next rabi crops. Rabi crops, for example wheat and gram, these are grow into what winter season, means सर्दी के टाइम में है ना, सर्दियों के टाइम में अभी जैसे है ना ये इसका एंड हुआ है ना, अभी मानसून चल रहा है, तो उससे पहले जो भी फसल हमने काटी वो रबी क्रॉप्स है। तो इसमें मोस्टली अपने क्या होता है, ग्राम यानी चने होते हैं, मस्टर्ड सरसों होता है, वीट होता है ना, गेहूँ होता है, हाँ पी है, मटर है, दिस ऑल आर द व्हाट एग्जांपल ऑफ रबी क्रॉप्स। सो सीजन फॉर द रबी क्रॉप इज व्हाट विंटर, मींस सर्दी की सीजन के अंदर, एंड इट शुड बी planted at the month of November and it should be harvested at the end of what April, यानी कि नवंबर महीने में इसकी बुआई होती है, वो फसल बोना स्टार्ट करते हैं और अप्रैल तक वो पक के तैयार हो जाती है और हम उसके फिर कटिंग की तैयारी करते हैं। ओके, सो these are the type agriculture, means the practice of growing plants on the large scale. Crops similar or same kind of plants grow on the large scale is called a crop. On the basis of season there are the two different type of crops, kharif crops and rabi crops. Kharif crop it is also known as a summer crop, summer season crop, or a rabi crop is known as a winter season crop. For example kharif crop rice and maize, and for example for the rabi crops wheat and gram or pea or mustard सरसों, है ना, ये सब एग्जाम्पल है रबी क्रॉप्स के। ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट the different and we know that the different type of soil is also suitable for the different type of water crop. For example cotton is the best suited for water, for the cotton is best suited in the what, which type of soil, black soil, means black soil is the best suitable for the growing of cotton. So in same way for Assam and Darjeeling that area, so that hilly soil, that soil is suitable for the development or growing of water, tea. So means the soil is also play important role in the growing of different crops, means अलग अलग crops के लिए different type की मिट्टी जो होती है, soil होती है, वो भी क्या होती है, डिफरेंट होती है। डिफरेंट टाइप के सॉइल में डिफरेंट टाइप की क्रॉप जो है वो सूटेबल उसके लिए होती है ना, यानी कि ब्लैक मिट्टी में जो है वो कॉटन ही अच्छी तरह से ग्रो कर सकता है, एलुविली सॉइल है या क्ले सॉइल है, तो मीन्स उसके लिए वो अलग अलग से टाइप की क्रॉप्स उसमें अच्छी तरह से डेवलप कर सकती है। ठीक है, नाउ नेक्स्ट वी आर डिस्कसिंग अबाउट द स्टेज ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर। सो स्टेज ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर, first stage is water preparation of soil, means we prepare the soil, and this can be done by the plugging or with the help of cultivators that is driven by the tractor. Second stage after the preparation is the time for sowing the seeds, means sowing of seeds and the selection of seeds. So farmers should be select what healthy seeds. If we want a good yield, good crop, we should select a high yielding variety or good quality of a seed or a healthy seed. Then next what adding of manure and fertilizer, means for giving extra nutrient we add some amount of water, manure and fertilizer with the field or to the crop, so it can get the nutrient from additional or from the fertilizer or manure. Now next we give next step is water irrigation. Irrigation means water, irrigation means the artificial process of giving water to the plant or a crop, means पानी देने का जो तरीका है, that is called water irrigation. So irrigation, and then after protection of a crop from weeds and stray animals. So for that what we are beating the drums in the field, and in the field we put water, scarecrow है ना, पुतला बना के खड़ा कर देते हैं, है ना, फील्ड में, खेतों के बीच में, ड्रम बजाते रहते हैं, वी आर मेकिंग अ फेंसिंग, हाँ, या तो चार दीवारी बना देते हैं, बाउंड्रीज बना देते हैं, या फिर कांटे की बाड़ बना देते हैं ना, तारबंदी करवा देते हैं. We also use pesticides, insecticide to kill the insect and pest. And then next step, last step is what? Harvesting. मीन्स आफ्टर राइपनिंग, मीन्स फसल पक गई तो उसके बाद अपन क्या करते हैं, उसकी कटिंग करते हैं और उसको फिर गैदर करते हैं, और थ्रेसिंग करने के बाद में हम क्या करते हैं, वो ग्रेन्स जो होता है वो उसको स्टोर करता है. तो ये सब क्या हो गई, दिस ऑल आर द प्रोसेस ऑफ वाटर, this all are the practice or this all are the process of what agriculture stage. यानी ये agriculture के different stage है from beginning to last end. Okay, so I hope you all understand. So please you revise this chapter very carefully. If you have any doubt, without any hesitation you can ask to me. Okay, तो आपको क्या करना है, ये रिवाइज करना चैप्टर डालना, और कमिंग डेज में आपका फर्स्ट PT1 एग्ज़ाम है, उससे पहले मैं एक क्लास टेस्ट लूँगा आपका, ठीक है. सो दैट विल आई विल इन्फॉर्म यू लेटर. थैंक यू.